Now, ladies and gentlemen, CSGO, or now CS2's market, has just gone nuclear, once again. And well, the reason I say that is because ever since this hype train started in December of 2021, most players and investors thought things were going to be put on pause, have corrections, or stop completely. In some instances, that yes has happened, but for the most part, it's just been a steady increase ever since then. That's with knives, stickers, patches, agents, skins, and really whatever else you can think of that's a tradable item inside CS. And with the new announcement of Counter-Strike 2, the market has gone insane. This was originally going to be put into a bunch of different videos for certain audiences, agents and patches, certain knives, cases, capsules, you kind of get the point. But just in the past 48 hours, we've seen increases that I've never really seen before in this short amount of time, or in some of these items' histories, really ever. And well, that's exactly what I want to talk about in today's video.
Now, today's video sponsor is, of course, Skins Monkey. Skins Monkey is currently the easiest and also fastest way you can buy, but most importantly, trade your CSGO skins. All you have to do is make sure you have your trade link, and on your first trade, if you have a leftover balance, it goes towards your current balance that can be used the next time you end up trading skins. It has 3 ways you can inspect, but most importantly has a very in-depth inspect feature that you can see corners on a karambit, for an example, that you can't really see otherwise unless you have the item in-game. If you end up topping up your balance, make sure to use promo code MANDO to get up to a 35% deposit bonus and a free $5 on the first trade.
But first I want to take a look at a tweet. Now this is from Cato Buff. It's a very good thread. I suggest you add to it if you have anything that you'd like to say. He says, I was expecting a dip in the market. Still expect it because prices have gone really crazy the past few days. If they don't do it soon, with Source 2 or CS2, they should go even higher. Does anyone understand this market? It's going out of hand, which that to me relates very well. That's what I've thought this past year. And of these comments, I can relate to the most out of anything I've seen pretty much on the internet when it comes to CS investing this past couple of years, if so ever. This tweet from Super, which is a response, he says, no, I've been waiting for a dip since last summer and it never happened. And liquids got pumped again last night for some reason. I don't know what's going on with skins and what they're going to do in the next few months. I might just be done with liquids. Everything is ungodly expensive, which that I can agree with. His reply to this: we need to know if the demand is real or just some people speculating hard. I'll take the second one. Is full FOMO sustainable? Let's see. And my answer to this is yes and no. The reason I'm saying yes is in this guy's response. The past couple of years, when most people thought things were going to slow down, they have not. But this is going to be in a commentary later this week. At what point do CS skins just become unattainable and people kind of lose interest because they become so expensive? With prices slowly increasing the past few years, I feel like people are kind of getting blinded by the fact that these are just pixels on a screen, but there's an argument to that where people have thought that since the release, including myself, even someone who carries a lot of CS skins. Now, some examples I'm going to be using are a lot of the fade knives, some of the Dopplers, even some patches in some instances, and I covered agents in yesterday's video, which this should be all updated later this week in their own grouped videos. Now, the first one is a gold mine. This is the karambit fade. This has always been pretty expensive, but now it's kind of getting a little out of hand. That's how I see it. This was $2,080 just a little under a month ago. Currently, it is $2,887, which is pretty nuts. The classic knife fade, which was arguably one of the cheapest, not everyone's favorite, a glorified butter knife. This went from $500 all the way up to $697, and currently the cheapest one available is $776. The UNSUSTAINABLE knife. This was also one of these knives that was extremely cheap, on the lower end of things for a long time. $300-400 for a fade. Just a month ago, it was $500. Now it's $741. The survival, same deal, was $400. Now it's pushing $600. Stiletto, you kind of get the point. This one has kind of surprised me the most, I'd say. This has always been pretty expensive, it seems to be, but taking a look at the past 6 months, this was $500. Now it's $900. This went from $230 all the way up to $472. So you kind of get the point. All these knives are pretty much doubling or tripling, quadrupling up in price just in the past month or so. Past 6 months, they're at least flippable, where you can make pretty much what you originally paid for it back, probably plus some. With agents getting more hype, patches are also following suit. The boss patch, $30. Now it's currently $55. The mouse gold patch, which has been pretty weird since patches have a really low quantity. One, it's very easy to manipulate the market. Someone could easily come in, buy all these items up, buy them up off the Steam market, list them on a third-party site, or relist them on Steam, buy them with a different account. Then the price when you're looking at buff compared to the Steam market is extremely high, which then gets people to buy them for a higher price on buff. It's complicated. That's just one of many ways you can manipulate things. But the most expensive patch that has been getting the most amount of attention is the Bayonet Frog from Operation Riptide. This was $21 the past month. It's not $50, it's not $100, it's pushing $200 at $170, which is mind-blowing to me and never really thought I'd see this day. Main reason being, well, you can't really see it. I know that's been a huge argument ever since these first released. That's still my point. I don't tend to invest into things that I don't like personally. Now, have I changed my mindset now that I've seen patches? Sure. But my argument with buying a large amount of quantity still makes sense to me. Where 6 months ago or even now, if I bought up 15 or 20 of these things, for an example, even dating back to Operation Riptide, at a price at $170, I'm most likely not going to be able to sell all of them at once. And that's kind of always my problem and a big deciding deciding factor if I want to buy into something for CS. Now, buying one or two, sure, but I usually like to buy things in bulk. That's just me. And I think for the rest of things like the case and sticker market, I think most people know what's going on. They're also going crazy, which is definitely not helping the skins and the knives right now. Are we going into uncharted territory? I mean, a year ago, I would have said yes, even at their prices. Nowadays at these, what are we saying with this? Is this just now the new norm? Let me know what you guys think down below. Once again, have a few commentaries later this week covering a range of different items, giving my thoughts on those selective ones. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay positive, stay sexy. I'm out, guys.